I can't really say one way or the other whether I would be agreeable to whatever you come up with. It's really too early. You've had a presentation of 45 minutes, you can't decide, so you don't have any idea. So I really can't give any direction on whether we'd be interested or not. But certainly you can look at it and see what the benefits are for the town.
Smart.
I think I've already, I think I already stated that. I think it's worth pursuing. I'm not saying I would be agreeing to purchase it. I'm not saying I would. You know, it's a unique opportunity. I did have the benefit of Brian's presentation, and he had different ideas, but they weren't plans, they were ideas. So I think that if the Hillview Commission is willing to take a look at it and see if some of those things can be fleshed out a little more, and you know, there's a viable use and it adds value to the community and to the enterprise fund, I think it's worth pursuing. I think that's the purpose of the enterprise fund and the purpose of the commission.
Thank you. So if I can sum it up, I would say that the board is interested in looking into it, but at this point you'd have no commitment on whether the board would be behind purchasing it or not until they heard more of the presentation.
I think we're on the same. I think the commission's on the same
Okay,
wavelength as the board.
That's what I was trying to get earlier.
But we wanted to make sure that, again, we were
commitment.
aware that it had not yet been presented to the board. There was no presentation. Again, timing was an issue as far as what was happening. And before we went forward or even took a look at it, certainly wanted to come before the board and say, what do you think?
Great.
And you've told us what you thought, I think.
Yeah.
I think it may have been a lot beneficial to the board if we had had that presentation, but I understand because of the timing that we didn't, but if we had had it also, same time.
I dare say if you had the presentation, you'd probably be in the same position you're in right now.
No. Oh, yeah. Because I want to know what you have to say about it. Okay, well, unless you gentlemen have any questions, I want to thank you for coming, and I'm sure we'll be talking again.
In the not too distant future, I would expect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Good night. The meeting. I will.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 3rd, 2001 regular and executive session minutes as written.
Second. Motion made and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 7th, 2001 amended session minutes as written.
Second.
Motion made and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 4-0. Thank you.
One abstention.
I'm sorry, one abstention.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the December 17th, 2001 regular and executive session minutes as written.
Motion made and second. Any second?
Second.
Motion made and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 0. Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have correspondence. Anybody would like to see anything or submit to Linda? Any before the week would like to see anything? Anybody want to submit? We send it down to Linda. Anybody want to say anything? Okay, next we have legal bills for November 2001.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve legal bills for November 2001 in the amount of $3,560.45 as follows. Kopelman and Page, General, $2,447.95. Kopelman and Page, Labor, $1,112.50, for a total of $3,560.45.
Motion made, do we have a second?
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? 0. Thank you. Okay, that's canceled. 7:45, 8 o'clock. Okay, we're going to move up to number 8, which is appointments and reappointments. I'm sorry. I meant to go to number 9. Let's go to number 9 first. Because we're going to is the chief's.
No, I'm here on the,
Are you here on that also?
well,
Okay,
if I'm here.
Yeah,
Take
okay,
your questions.
okay, number 9. We're gonna go to number 9, which is the review detailed constable appointment policy that's in the Board of Selectors policy book. Mr. Younger?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. In discussions I've had earlier with the chief of police regarding the appointment policy, there's a number of things in the policy which have not, no longer been implemented by the police department for various reasons. And we do have an appointment, there's a gentleman who's interested in being appointed, and prior to his appointment, we have to have these things officially changed because they technically no longer are part of the policy. The policy goes back to the 1980s. And there's certain items here that they, for legitimate reasons, do not do any further. And I can just review them with the board, and the chief can chime in where they may be. One is, obviously, we do have a physical examination by a physician, but they do not, the town does not do a physical conditioning test that's administered by the North Reading Police Department.
That's correct. I don't think we've ever done it.
Secondly, if you go to the next page, under training, the chief does not allow the constables to utilize shotguns. And they no longer use 38 caliber revolvers with blocks. So to make this agreeable with the current policies, you would have to change from them getting a passing grade on revolver and shotgun courses to a passing grade on the handgun courses recommended by the Mass Criminal Justice Training Council. That would coincide with the chief's policy.
That's correct. This policy, like he says, goes back 1980.
That's correct.
And at that time, we used to utilize the specials to augment the police department. So they needed that type of training if they were going to carry shotguns. But I haven't allowed the specials to carry shotguns in years, and that's not part of the responsibility. We don't even use the specials to augment the department now. So I think the policy, that part of the policy should be changed. And we go back, as far as the firearms concerned, they no longer carry a 38s. It's the 9mm now that they carry. They have to qualify.
So, Mr. Chairman, we would be, for equipment, we'd also be changing the policy from saying a 38 caliber police special to be approved by the North Reading Police Department, to be changed to the 11 would be approved by the police chief.
Right.
This would just bring everything in line with the chief's current policies now.
That's correct.
Do you have any questions from the board? Mr. Ross?
The physical exam, who gives the physical exam? Our doctor?
It's their doctor that we currently request a report from their doctor whether to see if they're physically fit to perform the duties of a police officer.
Any more
So we
questions?
get that in writing also.
Okay. Any questions from the audience? Okay, Mr. Mulder, you have a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I move to amend and reaffirm Board of Selectmen's Policy 3.3, Police Constable Appointments.
Motion made, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Okay, I'll now go to appointments and reappointments. Okay, we've had a request from the Historic District Commission to have two alternates appointed to the Historic District Commission. I spoke with the chairman of the Historic District Commission, and his reasoning for this was that I guess they do have quite a bit of work on their plate. These would be non-voting members. It would be to help out the Historic District Commission, and should they have a resignation, it would possibly be someone who could be appointed and would already be into the system and know the workings of it. I did make it perfectly clear with the chairman that an associate member would not automatically be appointed. It is not an automatic step up to the Historic District Commission just because you are an associate member. The chairman has submitted two names, and the committee did meet, and they unanimously recommended two people for the appointment. Mr. Don Bornstein and Ms. Carol Dingham is their recommendation. We do all of our appointments now on a roll call vote. Yes?
Mr. Chairman, I assume you're saying associate member to differ from an alternate.
I'm sorry.
No, there's a difference here
Yes,
because
I'm
the
sorry.
alternate member is allowed to vote.
I'm sorry, it's an associate member, it's not an
Associate
alternate.
members do not vote.
I used the wrong term. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Young.
No, I'm sorry, Mr.
If I may, Mr. Chairman, why are we doing associate members and not alternate members?
Because speaking with Mr. Solomon, he was not looking for voting members, is the impression that I had. He was not looking to add two voting members.
Well, in his correspondence, I'm not trying to be a
Yep.
pain in the neck.
No, go ahead.
In his correspondence, he says regarding appointment of two associate or alternate members. So are we appointing associate members or alternate members? And as Mr. Younger points out, the alternate members do have the right to vote.
Right.
And that would, in the event that the regular membership was not there, an alternate could serve to achieve a quorum, et cetera. And I know in other boards and committees, commissions, that's sometimes been an issue. So why are we,
The only answer I can give you that is to that, and unfortunately, he's not here. I believe he is out of town today, because I did talk to him today. He was not looking for voting members. That's what he told me. Mr.
Well, I have a couple of questions. One that to go along with that. Also, we did get correspondence here, and this was an agreement between, at the time, it was Mr. O'Leary and Mr. Younger. I have no information as to how they arrived at this agreement, what their reasons for, why they need the associate members or whatever. Plus, the other thing is the recommendations that I'd like to know. I went through the applications that were put before us, and I'm not sure I understand